Well, Father, you're here and we're here. And she's here because of the love that Megan's father and mother share and has nurtured and cared for her that brings her here to this point. And you are to be congratulated, and you are to rejoice in this day. So I'll ask you, who now entrusts the care and keeping of Megan to Michael?
Her mother and I do.
There are other words, of course, that give a meaning, purpose, and dimension to this time. And it comes from the Scripture, which is the living testimony of faith, of how a gracious and compassionate God created us to love. And the gift of being able to love and to receive love is the very gift of God. So listen to these words. The first is from the very beginning, the book of Genesis. This at last is bone of my bones and flesh of my flesh. This one shall be called woman, for out of man this one was taken. Therefore a man leaves his father and his mother and clings to his wife, and they become one flesh. And this beautiful story of Ruth and Naomi, of human connection throughout a lifetime. Ruth said, "Do not urge me to leave you or turn back from following you, for where you go, I will go. And where you lodge, I will lodge. And your people shall be my people, and your God my God. And when you die, I will die, and there I will be buried. Thus may the Lord do it to me, and worse if anything, but death parts you and me." And then St. Paul writes the very basis of human relationship in this agape love, this unconditional love and acceptance. Paul says, "Love is patient and kind. Love is not jealous or boastful. It is not arrogant or rude. Love does not insist on its own way. It is not irritable or resentful. It does not rejoice at wrong, but rejoices in the right. Love bears all things, believes all things, hopes all things, endures all things. Love never ends." There's some great love poetry also in the Bible. From the Song of Solomon. It's a love story. It's very, very good poetry. He speaks and says, "I stirred up your passions under the apple tree where you were born. Always keep me in your heart and wear this ring to remember me by. The passions of love bursting with flame is more powerful than death, stronger than the grave. Love cannot be drowned by ocean or floods. It cannot be brought no matter what is offered. Thus you are to encompass each other with a sense of tenderness, a sense of trust, and a sense of caring always." This is not a completion. This is only a beginning, as you know, because the horizon is always out there. And it's not the destination so much as it is the journey. And so today is a new journey for you. And the very meaning of a relationship is dynamic. It grows, moves from place to place. So the horizon is always out there. It never stops. You have just begun your journey. It's a part of what makes life real and honest and authentic. You are here to make an affirmation, Megan and Michael. You say, "We believe in love. We believe in families. We believe that one of the best structures for love is family. We believe that family begins as a man and a woman leaves their parents and forge a new bond together. We believe the family does not end until it encompasses the whole earth. We believe in love, and we dedicate ourselves to be love's ambassadors for the whole world." And that's what you are about on this day. These concluding words. A poet by the name of Rainier Maria Rilke said, "In love, two solitudes protect and touch and greet each other." And then this poem. To a husband and wife, Henceforth there shall be such a oneness between you, that when one of you weeps, the other will taste salt. Marriage is that relationship between a man and a woman in which the independence is equal, the dependence is mutual, and the obligation is reciprocal. God bless you on this journey and this covenant you make this day. So Megan and Michael, I remind you as you stand in the presence of God that love and loyalty are the foundation of a happy and enduring home. During the days of your engagement, you have given careful thought to the meaning of your marriage. You begin the joining of your lives together, and we pray that you will continue to grow together throughout the time you share. The future is unknown to any of us, and yet your love for one another and trust in the goodness of God will make possible the act of faith for which now you make in our midst. And as you exchange your vows of faithfulness, we will be listening and supporting you with our love. As you make your promises to each other, we each will be reminded that each of us has made promises to others, and we will renew our own vows that we have made. For you remind us that life is promise, always promise.